All right, it's my kind of fishing day. Cool and cloudy. Admittedly, it's a little bit breezier than I'd like, but I pushed back into a section of marsh I've never fished before. Let's see what we can find. All right, other than the breeze, we got some really good conditions. The water is absolutely spectacular. I mean, it is gorgeous. So I'm starting with this Holy Jolly matrix shad on a 1/4 ounce death grip jig head. I may have to go down to some lighter line. The water is that pretty. I'm starting in a little bayou. It's really windy. Right here, it's 4.5 feet deep. It's gonna be deeper up here in this bend. Hoping to run across some speckled trout, but I would settle for some redfish and some bass, no doubt about it. Really anything that bites, maybe a flounder. Any of the above would be absolutely awesome. Water temp is 67. Air temp is about 60 or so. It's cool, but not cold. Well, there's a mullet. That's a good sign. At least there's some bait in the area. We got a good falling tide. Should be pulling some white shrimp through this little bayou. Just gotta find some drains. There might be one up here on the left. Yep. Now there may not be a fish there, but man, that looks good. We're gonna check it out. Seeing more mullet. No shrimp yet though. All right, nothing in our cut. We gotta keep hunting. Oh, I missed him. I had a fish. I don't know what that was. Wish I could see him. Seeing all this bait up here. Ordinarily down here, you wouldn't even think about throwing on an inside bend with an exposed hook. But the grass is completely gone. We've had a long drought. Got a little rain day before yesterday, but these marshes are super, super salty. It's like a slick outside of this cut. We'll see what's causing that. Hopefully it's bait getting eaten. Oh, I had a fish. Dadgummit, I threw in his mouth. Got this little cut. Oh, there's another fish. Well, that's what's causing our slick, I dare say. 2 good bites, missed them both. Another little cut up ahead, draining this pond here. Check to see if that one's holding any fish. Oh, there's a fish. Yep, there's a bass. Oh, came off. We were snake bit today. Keep losing fish. Good to see a bass back here though. Oh, I got smoked. That had to be another bass. Oh, missed another one. Dadgummit, Todd. Oh, there he goes. Oh, goodness. Oh, nice bass, and I lost him too. What is going on? I gotta check this hook. That was a good bass. They're hitting really, really weird. All right, I just changed out my death grip. The other day, I got it snagged and eventually came free, but it was something hard. And obviously the hook point was rolled. I didn't notice it till I kept losing those fish. So now I got a new one. We'll see if there's any fish left in this cut. Probably not, but there's another cut up ahead. Just endless. Don't have a fish in the boat yet. Several connections and through the hook. Still super optimistic. Got really, really great conditions today. We're gonna find some fish. It's just kind of one of the things with exploring. You don't know where you're gonna find them. You just gotta hunt. See what's around the next bend. That's why I love it. Absolutely love it. I could go to a spot I always fish. I might have success. Might not have success, but even if I do, it's not nearly as much fun as finding fish at a new spot. There's so much to fish in this Louisiana marsh. It's just endless. I think we all kind of get in ruts. I know I do, fishing the same stuff, but I like getting outside the box. Oh, a little bit of eelgrass, that's good to see. Eelgrass is way more salt tolerant than milfoil, so at least some of that is still around. Oh, there's a fish. I don't know what this is. What in the heck did I catch? Some type of shad. I don't know what this is. It's some type of shad, clearly. Well, I wouldn't have bet that as the first fish of the day. Man, nasty, slimy thing. It stinks. All right, I've made a little change to a green hornet with this hard overcast. Might need a bait with a little bit of color. Love that Holy Jolly in water, this clarity, but it is hard overcast, as you can probably tell. So not a whole lot of light penetration going into that water. We'll see if it makes a difference. All right, finally found a cut with some depth in it. Another little windy bayou, much smaller, but it's got some water, at least it seems to. We'll poke our nose in here and see how much water it's got and if it's got any fish. Oh, missed him. Look at that. We got us a bass. Finally got one in the boat. Not a big one, but it's a start. Better than a shad. Damn it. Man, I'm missing some fish. Oh, that's a good bass. There we go. All right, there we go. That's a good fish. So I don't know if it's a ditch we're fishing or the switch to the Green Hornet. Starting to put a few fish in the boat. There's another one. All right. Glad to see these bass back around, even in this salty water. Caught a bunch on my last trip. Catching a few on this trip. Love it. Dadgummit. Hooked my own tail. Hooked my own tail. Gave him another shot, and he got it. Long, skinny bass. Doesn't look like your typical marsh bass, but I'm grateful to have him. You suck. Oh man, I gave that one too long. Yep. These fish are absolutely eating my lunch today. Some days are like that. They're just not tagging the bait at all. I mean, they're just there. I'm getting some bad hook sets. I might just mouth it and swim off with it. They obviously not taking it deep. Just one of those days. Either that or I just suck. Certainly possible. Man, I've missed some fish today. I don't think I've felt a single fish today hit the bait. They're all just there. I really like this little ditch. Oh, dude, that was crazy. I got a hit, missed him. Got another hit, missed him. I was reeling in and this dude hit it. Obviously there's a few fish right there. Oh, another hit. Another hit. And another one missed. Just absolutely insane. I mean, marsh bass, you normally don't lose a lot of them at all. Just tells you something, how they're hitting the bait. There's one. Let's see if we can land him. Seems like he's well hooked. Got a better hook set on that one. Yep, we got him. That's about all you're gonna catch in here with this salty water. You're not gonna catch any real big ones. He was right at that Tranas mouth. All right, looks like my ditch is about to get really skinny. This is probably the last place I can turn around. So I'm gonna fish my way out of here. I know we left a few fish, so hopefully we can get some of those to bite. Oh, we just spooked a redfish. That's awesome. That's good to see. On the way out, I'm gonna make a few casts with this Zimmer swimmer, see if we can get some bigger fish to bite. We'll keep that matrix handy. Make a few casts with that as well, I'm sure. But this will give them something different to look at, because obviously we're fishing the same water we fished on the way in. There's one. On a Zimmer swimmer. There we go. Good bass. You didn't get off, did you, buddy? Nope. Fatty. All right, I'm almost out of my bayou, but before I reach the end, I'm gonna make a few casts with this Bill Lewis scope stick. I throw this mostly for speckled trout, but I've caught a whole lot of bass on it, particularly when it's hard overcast like this. I don't know why, it just seems to produce better, for bass at least, when it's overcast. And definitely, I love throwing jerk baits in pretty water. Oh, there's a fish. All right. Not a big one, but fun on a jerkbait, no doubt about it. Ow. Oh, there's a fish. Oh, damn it, that was a trout. Keeping with the theme of the day. Oh, great, here comes a snake. What kind of snake is that? Dude, no. No, go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. You're not getting on this boat. Go somewhere else. Great, now he dove. Hopefully something eats him. I don't know how you get in the boat, but I don't want to take the chance. Oh, there's a fish. What in the world? Is that a gaspergoo? I think it's a gaspergoo. It sure is. Look at that. Man, shame it's not a black drum, because I would take him home, but I am not taking home a gaspergoo. For those who don't know, gaspergoo is a freshwater drum, and although they're closely related to black drum, they do not taste like black drum. And this one is foul hooked and hooked well. Yeah, sorry, dude. Freshwater drum. I tell you, you would think, based on the fish we've caught today, that this water would be really fresh, and it is not. I've gotten some in my mouth, and it is super salty. Now, we did push way back in the marsh, but it's salty. Still, though, some freshwater species around, obviously. Some people say gaspergoo can be made palatable, but they have different tastes than I do, that's for sure. I tried to eat one once, and it was absolutely disgusting. Terrible. Which is kind of crazy, because one of my favorite fish to eat is a lower slot black drum, like a 16 to 18 inch black, oh shoot, missed him. 16 to 18 inch black drum. Just, whew, doesn't get much better. Ooh. That got, ooh, got smoked again. Oh, there he is. There he is. All right, scope stick. How about you stop? How about you settle down? There you go. So did that fish hit me 3 times, or was that 3 separate fish? Let's see. Oh, goodness. What are you? That's got to be a red. Yes, it is a red. Look at that. On the scope stick, he tattooed that bait. Goodness. I don't know if you're legal or not, buddy. We're gonna check you out, though. I would appreciate you not going crazy. Well, you're about to go crazy. Yep. All right. Hooks are buried. Hooks are buried. Dude, this would go better if you just chill out. There you go. All right, let's put him on the tape. Got my handy Avid ruler right here. All right, this dude is 17 inches, and I love little redfish, so we're gonna take him home. Hopefully you saw my last video that I shot with my good buddy Chris Macaluso. We caught a bunch of those reds, a whole bunch of them, right about that same size. About half keepers, half throwbacks. Those things are definitely making a comeback, no doubt about it. So glad to see it. It's been a blast catching them over the last few weeks. Really all over the whole Louisiana Marsh, they're everywhere. Surprised that's the first one we've caught today, but glad to run across that one. Oh, another hit. This is a beautiful three-way. It's got 7 feet of water right here. It's just gorgeous. Definitely a target-rich environment. You can see why there are a lot of fish right here. And then I just love throwing jerk baits. Just love it. Just love the hit that you get on a jerk bait. It's like twitch, twitch, nothing, 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 and then boom. Just smash it. They hit it angry. 8.5 feet right here. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish. What is that, another bass? Yes, it's a bass. There we go. Not a big one. Oh, let's get the pliers so we don't get a hook in our hand. All right, they are crushing the scope stick. Definitely the perfect conditions for this. Glad I picked it up. All right, I got a limited bass and a redfish hanging out in my spacious Avid live well. Really good action today. I mean, when you have conditions like this, you're gonna have success. Even when you do like I did and just go exploring, looking for fish. Again, it's my favorite thing to do. It took me a little bit to put something together today, but once I did, definitely found a pattern that produced fish. Really, 3 baits were hot today. First off, this green hornet matrix shad. We tried initially with the Holy Jolly, just wasn't the right situation with this hard overcast. So I made a switch to the green hornet and it definitely delivered, produced a bunch of my fish. Other bait that was hot was this scope stick. Such a fun bait to fish, love this thing. You can see this one's all torn up. It's got some battle scars to prove that it's produced a whole lot of fish. The way I like to fish this thing is just twitch it, pause it, twitch it, pause it. Just kind of traditional jerkbait fishing. And when they hit it, man, it's not subtle. You definitely know it. Love this bait. And the other big producer was this Candy Bug Zimmer Swimmer. I got this under a 1/4 ounce tungsten bullet weight. It delivered fish as well. You know I love this thing. It is just, it moves so much water, so much vibration when you fish this in the water. I absolutely love this bait, particularly this time of year. We're coming into the season where I'll be throwing this thing a whole lot. All right, well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the Marshman Masson channel on YouTube. You can do that by clicking that button right there. Also, here's 2 videos that YouTube thinks you would like. Check those out. And until next time, if we don't see you in the marsh, we'll see you right here on Marshman Masson.